Hello, my name is Rosemond. My background has been in engineering, and I am currently a student and interning full-time in recycling dealing with consumer electronics. I've been really interested in tech because I believe that the tech industry has some amazing work going on in encouraging consumers to live more environmentally sustainable lives. And as more people think about ways in which they want to save the environment, the biggest question I've always heard is, what can I recycle and not recycle? Thus, I designed Aspiration Recycling, a web app that helps search for recyclers in your area based on distance and recyclable material. Now, on the home page, users can use this app to search for the nearest recyclers with or without a sign-in. The searchability of these recyclers is thanks to Earth 911 Recycling API, which adds search function capabilities of a recycling directory to this web app. Searching for a list of recyclers based on zip code consists of 3 different API calls. In the first call, the API takes in a country code and a postal code as parameters, which we pass to the call using Python's request library. This API call then returns a JSON containing location data like longitude and latitude. The second API call takes in the previous call's outputs and using Python's request library again takes in the max distance away from the user as well as number of results that the user wants to see. It can also filter by materials. Now, it then returns a JSON of location IDs that identify the nearest locations which satisfy all of the entered criteria. In order to retrieve actual information about individual recyclers, we make a third API call by passing in the location IDs, which then returns a JSON of location details, such as contact information and accepted materials. In addition, users can also see a publicly viewable comment section for each recycler. But how does one leave comments? Well, one can leave comments by creating an account to unlock new features, favoriting recyclers and leaving comments. This user favorites and commenting is a concept of my data model, which involves 3 tables. The first table is the user, which includes its email, name, and password. The other table is user recycling comments, which includes the user ID, the user's comment as shown earlier in the comments section, and the location ID of the recycler that the comment was left for. The relational table is the user recycling favorites, which is a table of the user's favorited recyclers, found here under favorited recyclers. It links both of these tables with a user ID and location ID. These favorited and commented features are displayed using Jinja 2 templating and SQL Alchemy ORM database queries to store and print out the comment section for each recycler. So as you can see here, there's an Add to Favorites button which has already been grayed out and an opportunity to leave a comment over here. Building a web page and interacting with an API definitely brought on different challenges. For instance, I encountered challenges with the API. The API documentation said that it could accept multiple location IDs and return information about these locations simultaneously in one call. But the way the documentation was written required the multiple location IDs to be stored in a format that was outdated, and so it was hard to find relevant information about it online. I found this out by manually debugging it in the browser search bar where I tried out different formats of lists and conversions to JSON arrays to see which one would give me any response. In addition, there was some outdated material about the recyclable materials URL lib module that it used, and luckily I was able to find it and able to print out and display a list of all the searchable materials on this API. The project roadmap for Aspiration Recycling has several features planned out for the next sprint, including integration with Google Maps API and Twilio. Overall, I built this app in hopes that I can encourage and better inform people to recycle responsibly and live more environmentally sustainable lives. Thank you for listening.